Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be taking on the challenge of attempting to finish my sketchbook in the next 7 days. And it's this one right here. It's the spiral bound Beetlejuice one. And I want to finish it off because I think I'm about halfway done. Probably see better there. I think I'm about halfway done. And I also just realized I don't like spiral bound sketchbooks. I think they're fine for doing like sketches like these that I do. Just like quick line sketches and stuff, but for doing like actual color studies and not necessarily color studies, but just like sketches in general that are in color, I like that one. I just prefer having the option of doing a landscape version across the entire sketchbook, which technically I can in this, and I did kind of do that. Let me see if I can find it. I did kind of do that with one of the like line sketches that I've been doing, but it's just kind of a pain to work around the spiral, and then it really only looks okay if it's just like black and white line work like this, or line work in general. If I'm doing like full color and stuff, it's a little hard to like get into the little grooves, and if I don't do that, then it's just going to be like a white strip in the middle of it, which I don't want. And while I'm sketching and painting and stuff in my sketchbooks, I really just don't want to have that obstacle there that is kind of impeding my workflow. So we're gonna finish this in the next 7 days. I was going to attempt to do it in 5 days, but we're not doing that. I have way too many pages left, and that just sounded way too scary. So I have, let's see, write it down. I have 73 pages left, and I'm counting each individual side as one page. So I got 73 pages left. So if I do this in 7 days, that means I need to do at least 10 pages a day with like 3 pages of like outliers. So there can be at least 3 days where I have to do 11. Obviously, I probably won't do exactly that many on each day, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm getting a late, I am starting this today, and I'm getting a late start. It's already 3 in the afternoon. So I think the likelihood of me actually getting those 10 to 11 pages done today are low, but we'll see. I feel like that's so many. That's so many pages. I feel like the pages are so thin that it's way more than it looks like it's gonna be. It's just so many pages. But I'm determined to be done with this, because even once I'm done with this, I still have one more spiral sketchbook to get through. That one I think won't be as annoying to finish though, because it's a little bit larger than this and the paper is better quality. But even still, I may take a break. I may take a break on spiral sketchbooks before I attempt to finish the other one off, because that's just so daunting. Anyway, let me tell you what I'm going to be sketching in here. So I have recently been working on a collection that I want to create. It will be my first ever collection, and it's going to be amazing. You'll see. You'll see. Okay, so basically I painted this, and you guys have seen this piece before, I think. I'm pretty sure I showed this to you. Okay. This one and this one. I did these sketches, and I was just like looking through pictures on my phone that I thought would be fun to do sketches of, and I found this picture that I took in San Diego a couple years ago, and let's see if I can find it to show you this picture. And I had so much fun doing those, and then I did another one and I didn't like it as much, but it was still fun. But then I decided to pull up a bunch of other pictures that I had taken in San Diego. And then I decided, why not create a collection? And basically just a bunch of random pictures that I took in San Diego that have something about them that caught my eye, that really interests me, I will be including and sketching. And by the time I'm done with the sketchbook, I want to be pretty much done with the sketching phase of it and be able to move on to doing like sketches, but on loose leaf paper. Basically just something halfway between sketching and finished works. Anyway, let's just get into the sketching so that you guys can see me try to finish this in an absurd amount of time. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay, so it's day 2, the beginning of day 2. I'm getting a much earlier start today. It is about 8:30, yeah, 8:30 in the morning, and I'm going to show you what I did yesterday. It's not much. I only did 3 pages yesterday, but I did some value studies kind of a value studies. So I did that one and that one, and then I did just a super quick one of some little boats. And then I did do some like watercolor washes on a few pages to get them prepped for today. So yeah, since I only did 3 pages yesterday, my daily like goal now for how many pages I need to do in order to finish this sketchbook in the next 6 days, has gone from 10 to 11 to 11 to 12, with most of the days being 12. So I am definitely going to need to get a move on with these sketchbook pages. I'm also thinking that I'm going to need to come up with some ways to get through pages a little faster, and I don't know how I'm gonna do that, because I don't want to yes, I want to finish the sketchbook in a week, but also I don't want to rush through doing the pages to the point where I'm just filling the pages for the sake of filling them, and I'm not actually enjoying the process or learning anything from the process. So we'll see. I'm gonna try my best. But we'll see. I will film some of the pages. I filmed a couple of the pages. You guys would have seen that already, but I'm not gonna, there's just too many to do. I'm not gonna film like the full sketch process of all of them. But at the end of this video, I will do a full flip through of the sketchbook if it's done. And if it's not done, I'll just show you everything that I got done in this video, just like all together. So let's get going on day 2. Okay, it's day 3. And yes, I'm wearing the same sweater. It's just what I'm doing, okay? It's my favorite sweater. Anyway, I did not meet my goal yesterday. I did, though. I finished 9 pages, which I feel good about. I feel accomplished. But my daily target has now shifted because I didn't meet my goal yesterday. So it was 11 to 12 pages, and now it's just 12 pages. That's how the math works out. So I need to, in order to finish the sketchbook, I need to do 12 pages a day for the next 5 days. Do I see that happening? Probably not, honestly. But you know what? I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going as if this is a possible goal to reach, because it's the only way. Oh, my nose is itchy, sorry. It's the only way that I'm going to push myself to try to get 12 pages done. You guys would have just seen some of the pages I did yesterday. I'm not going to show you all of them right now because I'm going to show everything at the end anyway. But, oh my gosh, why is my nose so itchy? I'm sorry. But yeah, I am going to continue working on the sketches for my San Diego collection, and hopefully I get at least 12 pages done today. Again, I need to figure out, I like some of the sketches that I did yesterday were a little more time consuming. Some of them were simpler, like just basically just line work, but they still took me a while. And then also I just like, every time I finish like 2 to 3 pages, I just kind of feel like I need a break. So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work out today, but we'll see. And hopefully I will get a bunch of stuff done. But again, I need to figure out a way to like get through pages that doesn't feel like cheating or like wasting pages for the sake of meeting the goal. But I really don't know what the solution is. I don't know what the solution is there, so I guess I'll figure it out. Let's get to drawings and paintings.
No one will speak until the light turns back off again. Whenever you're ready, turn the light off.
Okay. You guys might be wondering why I'm back so soon, because you only saw one page. That's because it's the end of day 3, and that's all I did. And there are some legitimate reasons, like I had an exhaustion attack, and also I had some errands to run and some cleaning to do. But I also avoided making more art. And I know I did, because I did a lot of doom scrolling that I didn't need to do. I also did a lot of just sitting there and dissociating that I really didn't need to do. But it occurred to my little pea brain that this task that I set for myself, this challenge, was entirely arbitrary and actually pointless, because I don't have, other than not enjoying this sketchbook, like the style of sketchbook, I don't have any real reason to be trying to rush my way through it. And knowing another fact about myself, I should have realized that this was not going to be a good idea. Basically, if I set arbitrary goals for myself, or somebody else tries to set arbitrary rules or something like that, every fiber of my being will resist it, no matter what. Just regardless of whether or not I want to follow those rules, or complete those tasks, or meet that challenge, regardless of my desire, my body will physically resist doing that thing. And it's really, really annoying. But knowing that about myself, I should have realized that that would also apply to this. So I'm going to change things up a little bit, because while yes, I do want to get this sketchbook done, putting a strict deadline on it and giving myself like, oh, I have to do this many pages this day, it's not working. And I know it's only 3 days in, but like, this is something I know about myself, and it's a pattern I'm starting to see over the 3 days that I've been doing this so far. So instead of, committing to the definition of insanity and then failing this challenge at the end of the 7 days, I'm just going to recalibrate, redirect. And instead of attempting to finish a sketchbook in 7 days, I am just going to do as much sketching as I am mentally and physically capable of each day, until I finish the sketchbook. And I'll just keep this video going until then, because hopefully it's not that long. It will 100% be longer than 5 more days, or 4 more days. Yeah, because it's the end of day 3. It will 100% be longer than 4 more days. But also, I just, it started making me think about so I was inspired to do this because I've seen a lot of other people do videos on finishing a sketchbook in 5 days, challenging myself to finish a whole sketchbook in a week. And those videos are so fun to watch. But I just feel like the outcomes of those videos are never as satisfying as they could be, because there's usually one of 3 things going on. They don't have that many pages left to begin with, so it's really not that much of a challenge, big picture wise. B is that the sketchbook that they're finishing is really teensy tiny. It's like the little micro ones, like the 3 or 4 inch square ones, or they are literally just rushing through the pages to get them done as fast as possible. And they're not really attempting to use their sketchbooks a lot of the times. Obviously, this isn't like, these don't apply to 100% of cases, but this is just a pattern that I've seen. They will rush through these pages just for the sake of saying they completed a sketchbook and like making this video. Not this specific video, but their videos that they're making. And I feel like it means that they don't really put a lot of effort into all of the pages, which you don't have to put a ton of effort, but like I feel like in order for there to be a point to filling all these pages, there needs to be like something that you're doing this for other than just the sake of making this video. I hope this makes sense. I'm rambling a little bit because it's late and I just, just started thinking about this like an hour ago. But I just feel like your sketchbook pages, even if you're filling them up for that type of video, you should either be aiming for experimentation and like exploration of a subject or a medium, or attempting to improve upon your skills, or your like any kind of skills regarding art. It could be just drawing, it could be getting to know your materials, which I guess falls under materials, but composition, value, anything like that, or working out a concept that you have in your mind and getting it out in the physical world. But so often I see people making these videos and even making whole other videos that are like ideas, like ways to finish your sketchbooks fast. And it's just like, it's fine, I guess. For some people, people have sketchbooks for different reasons, but for me personally, that's not what I want to use my mouth is going dry. Oh my God. That's not what I personally want to use my sketchbooks for. My sketchbooks, I want to be a place to work on those 3 types of things that I mentioned, and also to create basically a visual encyclopedia of material that I can use in the future for whatever. So rushing through the pages of my sketchbook just for the sake of trying to get it done in a week doesn't really make a lot of sense for me personally. So I'm going to stop doing that. The only thing I'm afraid of is that if I then say this will just take me however long it takes me, that then I will procrastinate just because I know that it needs to get done. Although this version is not working for me anyway, so the other version can't be any worse, right? I don't think I'm making any sense. Hopefully I am. Anyway. We're switching gears, like I said. So I will just, I don't know, get going with day 4. I probably won't do like a little intro update thingy for day 4 like I've been doing for the first 3 days, but this isn't working for me. So there's no point in continuing to try to force it into working. And yeah, the completion date and filling up the sketchbook in general, like as quickly as possible, it's all arbitrary. It's pointless. Like, I want my sketches to feed into the collection that I am wanting to create, and I don't think that trying to get sketchbook pages done as fast as humanly possible is going to help that process in any way. So we're just gonna putter along. I don't know. We're gonna sketch. Hopefully knowing that this doesn't have to take me like that short amount of time, knowing that I don't have to like grind to try to get 12 plus sketchbook pages done in a day, will kind of alleviate some of the pressure and allow me to just continue working on these pages, because I do have some other videos that I want to film as well. And I think when I do those, it will help me fill these pages up quite a bit faster. I just don't know if I'm going to get to those this week or next week. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's get to the sketching, shall we? So I know I am right now sticking to the same angle. I've been doing like all of the little process bits. And the reason I haven't been doing it from overhead is not because I'm trying to be creative with my angles, although it is nice to have a new view. But every time I put my camera like up there to do a top-down view, like it shakes, and there's no way for me to fix it, and it's super annoying. So we're just gonna do this part like this because my camera is also just already set up this way. Anyway, I got some new art supplies, and I'm gonna swatch them because that's just what you do when you get new art supplies. So it's super exciting. So actually, let me try to get some of this out of the way. I went to Michael's and I got these like jumbo Posca. They're called moppers. And they're just like the really big giant ones. They're the biggest ones that they have. And these come in like a very select few, like a number of colors. And I think this might be all of the colors besides the white and the black. There may be one more. There might be a red. I don't remember. I got all of the ones that they had except for white. The only other one they had was white, and I didn't get that. These were wow. I hope you guys can't hear that, but I'm sure you can because it's really loud. My rabbits are running around. These were all on clearance for $8 a piece, and these regular price at Michael's are $23. So I snagged these up because I've been wanting to try them. I didn't get the white because for whatever reason the white was still full price, which, I don't get it, but it's fine. I don't need the white, so I got the fun colors. So I did take the plastic off all of these already, of course, so we can just get to painting. I did not think it was going to come out that fast. Oh my god. Okay, so this is the pink, and these all have very simple color names. It's literally just called pink. Let's do the yellow. These are like rearing to go. Oh yeah, there you go. You just gotta press on it a little bit, and it just goes. These look like they're really thin. Maybe I need to shake them. Oh yeah, I probably need to shake. Let me do the pink again, actually. Let me shake it. And see if that makes it a little more... No. That did not make it more opaque. But I'm going to leave it like thicker like that and see if it stays like that. Maybe I just like smeared it too much. I'm going to do green. These are so cool. Oh, they're so juicy. Oh my gosh. The paint is really, really thin. It is like soaking. Oh, it's going through that. Oh, whoopsie. Okay, yeah. This paint is really, really watery. Is it supposed to be like that? I'm sure it probably is, but like... So that's why it's called mopper. But it's like going straight through the paper. So I'm gonna have to let that sit and dry because it's very wet paint. Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and label this real quick. This is not gonna label the colors because there's only so many of them. So I got those. Those are gonna be fun. Oh, ow, ow. I hurt my shoulder. So when I move my arm too fast, it really hurts. Okay, I also got a bunch of Liquitex basics. So I'm gonna get all of those out, and I think I'm gonna swatch them down here, but then I'm also going to play with them on like the next page, so I can do kind of like bigger areas and stuff. So I got a bunch of Liquitex basics, and I will tell you the colors in a second. And then I also got 2 of the Artist Loft level 2 paints. These turned out to be on clearance, which I didn't know because there was nothing on them that said that they were on clearance. So these ended up being $2 a piece. And also, like, why are these so inconsistent? These are supposed to be the same amount of paint, and like this one is full and this one is missing like a friggin' third of the paint. And it's not just because the paint is on the walls. Feeling it, this one feels heavier. So that's very strange. I mean, they were cheap, so I guess I can't complain too much, but I feel like maybe I should have paid more attention to that. But why should I have to? Because that should just be full. Anyway, I just wanted to try these, so I grabbed 2 colors that looked, you know, fun, and also that they didn't really have in the Liquitex Basics. So, I probably need a paintbrush. And I probably need some water. So I gotta go get that. Okay, so first ones I'm gonna try are the Artist Loft ones, and I have green gold, and the other one is powder blue. So hopefully you guys can see that. Let me get these out of the way a little. Yeah. Yep. There we go. It's probably a little big if I'm gonna get all of these on here. So swatch smaller. Okay. I do really like these 2 colors next to each other. Okay, I have cadmium red medium hue, and I also have cad red light. I chose these because the red that I have, for my Liquitex soft bodies is, I think, a naphthol red or something, and it's not the shade of red that I want. It's nice on its own, but it's not doing what I need it to for mixing. So I just decided to get both of these, and a couple of the colors that I got are colors that I am like missing on my palette with my soft bodies, but I kind of just felt like buying them in the basics so that I can work with them, get used to them, and then eventually I'll buy them in the soft bodies. But I got the medium and the light so I can see which one I prefer. Also, I'm sorry my chairs are real squeaky, but you know, we're just working with what we're working with. So there is the medium. And the light. I do think I like the light better. I just kind of wish, I think maybe I would prefer a red that was like in between these. Maybe I'll like mix them together in a pot or something and see if I like that better. So there's that. And then I also got the fluorescent pink, and I got this because I have the fluorescent pink in the soft bodies, and I've really been enjoying using this as a ground color. And 1, I'm running out of it in my soft body, and 2, I figured I would just get it in the basics instead of spending the money on it in the soft body, because the soft bodies are way, way, way more expensive. They're like essentially quadruple the price of the basics when you take into account like the amount of paint that you're getting. And the thing with Liquitex is they use the exact same pigments, at least from what I've noticed. They use the exact same pigments in their basics lines as they do in their professional line. It's just the pigment load that's different. So it's not quite as pigmented, but it's pigmented enough that honestly it's really not that, like, it's not that big of a deal for like most use cases. And if I'm just using the fluorescent pink as a ground color, I don't really see the point in spending the money to buy it in the soft body. Now, I may eat those words. I may use the, you know, the basics and decide that I do like the soft body better, but I think that this is going to be just fine for the purposes that I need it for. And then I got light pink. I did kind of just get, other than the colors that like I had a strategic reason for buying, like the reds and the fluorescent pink, and then one other color that I'll get to in a second. I did kind of just buy random colors, or like sort of, some of them are just like convenience colors that like I thought looked pretty and I just wanted, and light pink is one of them. So I think if I'm going to be buying convenience colors, I might as well buy them in the basics, because like I just want to try them out and see if they work well on my palette. You know what I mean? And then if I decide that like I'm absolutely obsessed and I need to have it, then eventually I'll buy it in the soft body. Maybe. So I got that. And then I also got yellow oxide, which is the color that I was just talking about that is missing from my soft body palette. And I do know I want this on my palette, but I just didn't feel like spending the money on the soft body right now, honestly. So this is going to work just fine for now. And then I also got raw sienna. I should have just grabbed the rest of the colors that I wanted while I was there. I don't really know why I didn't. I was kind of on a time crunch, and also putting all of these colors in my cart, it just felt like a lot. Even though these were on sale, they were buy one get one 50% off. And they're relatively inexpensive, although the prices of these have gone up. I don't know when exactly they went up. I don't know if it was super recently, but these Liquitex Basics used to be $5, the smaller ones. Now they're almost $7. Don't ask me when that happened, because I don't know. But anywho, still a good deal, just not as good of a deal. And then I also got raw umber. I have parchment already, and I have titanium white already, so I'm not gonna swatch those because they're not new, obviously, but I do have those. And I should have bought burnt sienna, and I don't really know why I didn't. And I should have bought a cad yellow and an ultramarine, but I don't plan on using these Liquitex Basics on their own at all, so I didn't really think that I needed a full range of all of the like primaries and secondaries. So I just kind of skipped those and grabbed the colors that like looked more fun to me. So, you know, whatever. I'll go back to the other ones eventually. And then I got blue gray. There was like a grayish green color too that looked really like nice, and I was gonna get it, but then I realized I have another acrylic paint. I don't remember what the brand is. It's another one that they sell at Winsor Newton Galleria. That's what it is. And it was like almost exactly the same color, so I was like, I don't really need to get that. I have the other one. So there's that. Honestly, ooh, these are drying matte. These Artist Loft ones are drying matte so far. Ooh, I might have to go back and get more of those, because they had some other colors that looked really good. And I'm really, really loving that color, actually. this blue color looks identical to one of the, what is it? It's the Holbein acrylic gouache, I think. The color looks identical. I don't know what the color name is, but it looks identical, and it's drying completely matte. At least matte enough that it looks kind of gouache-like. So that's really cool. I think I'll need to go back and get more of those. Hopefully I can go back before they like are gone. This color is Cerulean Blue Hue, and I want to play around with some blues and see like different blues and stuff and see which blues I like for mixing. But this blue I honestly just bought because I liked the way that it looked on its own. So. And the last color I have is Phthalo Green. And I got this because I want to use this for some mixing. I think mixed with white, this will make some really nice, like minty-ish green colors. And then with a little bit of blue, can make some teals. I think it'll be really great. And I don't have a phthalo green in my other colors. Actually, I don't think I have any of these except for the fluorescent pink. I don't think I have any of these in my Liquitex soft bodies. I'm not sure about the raw umber and the raw sea, and I might have raw umber. Anyway, these are the colors. Actually, I really like that color palette. Oh, the pink is dripping. That's a nice... Oh, it's like, look at that. It's really dripping. That's a nice color palette. The Liquitex ones. I like those. I like them a lot. Anyway, I'm really happy with the colors that I got. And once this dries, I'm going to play with them on the other side. This is like really... Oh, that's like sticking. Okay, let's not stick together, please. I need to like... Oh, now the green's dripping. Okay. Well, we're just like not having a great time here with these. I didn't think they were going to be this wet. Otherwise, I would have done them on better paper, because this paper is like super thin. It's basically like thinner than printer paper. But yeah, we're going to let that dry. We're going to play with some of these paints. And I did not think about this when I bought them, but this is going to help me get through some of these pages, which is great. Okay, so I have some more art supplies to try out. And actually I have one more of these on the way. And then probably, I don't know when you guys will see it, but about a week from now, I'll have more art supplies. You know? It just is what it is. So these are all Genzai Tambi watercolors, and I have these two granulating ones. So I have this one. I don't know if these have specific names. I don't know. The colors have names, but I don't know if the set has a name. So I have that one. Oh, oh, okay. So this is set 3. This is set 2, and I still have set 1 on the way. And then I also have the Sumi colors and the graphite colors. And then I have this little mini set right here. I don't remember what this one is called, but I'm gonna swatch them because why not? I feel like I might put you guys up and do this top down. Hopefully it doesn't shake too much. I just think you guys will be able to see it better if I do that, because these aren't just going to be like solid colors. There's going to be like granulation and nuance and stuff. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. Okay, before I get started on the watercolors, I want to test these on here because I'm trying to fix these. When I put them on the page that had gouache on it, it's like the gouache got in the nibs and it just clogged the nibs, and the nibs don't want to work properly anymore. On this one, it's not such a big deal because I can just like push and paint will come out. But on this Sharpie one, it's just not, yeah, you see? It's just not working anymore. But look, there's ink, or there's paint in there, because if I squish it, I can get it to, but I just don't want to have to keep doing that. But I guess now I know, don't do that. Okay. Oh, they're so pretty. And they're so satisfying to like paint with. And the texture that they have, it's almost like you're like water activating like plastic almost. Like it kind of feels like, it just feels like a pan of plastic. Like it feels like fake paint, which is so funny. The colors don't seem to have names on them. I mean, they do. I just can't read them because they're in Japanese, but they have numbers on them. So. Oh, I love that green. Oh my gosh. It's like alien slime green. I think I'm gonna like this one even better though. Like freaking pea soup green. It's my favorite. Oh, I love it. I got this set because I saw, I don't even know who it was, somewhere I saw somebody saying that this was a good like companion set for the Art Nouveau set that they have. Ugh. My arm is like, ugh. Sorry if I have to stop and stretch my arm, I apologize, but my shoulder's giving me some issues. And so like sitting here and moving my arm back and forth and like up and down like this is not making it happy. Anyway, somebody said somewhere that this was a good companion set. I don't know if they said it was meant to be a companion set or it just was like a good companion set for the Art Nouveau, but I have the Art Nouveau and I never bought this one because for some reason, I guess I just didn't look at it close enough. I thought that this was just like a compacted version of the Art Nouveau, so I never bothered to like look at it any further. Turns out it doesn't have the same colors. It has different colors, which makes sense as to why they would say that this was a good companion set, because it has definitely a very similar vibe. So that makes sense, and I'm glad I have it now. I just thought the colors were the same, and just like a smaller set. But that is not the case. Oh my, that is so nice. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's an amazing color. Hopefully you guys can see it, but it's like a Payne's gray kind of color. Amazing. Okay, so there is that one. And then let's do this one, because this is the perfect amount of like swatch space that I have space for. If I could get it open, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Oh my god. Why? Okay, these are the graphite colors. And do these have color names on the back? Do they have color names on the back of the pants? Oh, they do. Okay. So we have graphite red, probably graphite green, graphite yellow, graphite green, graphite blue, purple, and brown, I bet. Yep, blue, violet. Okay, and then this one's brown. Rude. I know the lights that I have on are giving a little bit of a glare, so it's even hard for me to see, honestly. But that's beautiful. That is far less reddy than I was expecting, though. I was expecting something a little less purpley. This is the yellow. The green looks a little more tealy. A little bit. A little tealy. Okay, here's the blue. And the violet. Okay, so the red definitely, oh, you know what, it's still, I guess maybe since I put this purple down, it definitely looks a little more on the red side now. It's definitely still kind of a purpley red, but the violet is definitely a cooler purple, so it works. And then the brown. Okay, I don't know why I thought this had 7 colors. I can't count apparently. So those are all of the colors. These two colors in this set are very similar. This one is a little more on the like orangey rusty side, and this one's a little more on the like reddish brickish side, but they are very similar. It's okay. I like the color, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, those are beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, let's put this back. And once this dries, I'll be back to swatch the other 3. Okay, so there are names for these, which of course there were. I just hadn't looked in the lid. So those are the names for this set. And then these aren't entirely dry yet, but I don't really care about this page because this was just, you know, an experiment gone wrong. So if it gets paint on here, I don't really care. So I'm gonna do this one because I'm really curious about these. These are the Sumi colors, and these are the names for those. So Sumi, and I don't really know what that means. Like Sumi, I'm not really sure, but it looks like it kind of, I really doubt we're gonna get the full effect on this paper just because it's like, it's just not good paper. It's not really like meant for watercolors or anything like that. So, but I am gonna try to kind of make some thinner spots, so maybe as it dries it'll kind of give us the effect it's supposed to. This is Sumi Yellow. And green. Oh, it looks like it has the same colors as the graphite one. And the blue. The blue is not very blue. It's very much so like Payne's Gray-esque. So it's really more like a, I don't know, either a black with a blue like tint or like a really dark like navy. And this is the violet. Of course, I decided halfway through that I was going to use the entire page for this, so the swatches are not the same sizes, but whatever. And this is the brown. Yeah, I definitely think that we're just not going to get the intended effect on this paper. I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to do. Sumi, is that like the traditional calligraphy ink or something? I don't know. That's probably not right at all. I don't know, I'll have to look it up. Maybe it is. Okay, we have utilized the expertise and techniques developed over 120 years of ink making to develop these. Okay, yeah, I think it is. It's like the traditional, like, stick inks that you, like, scrub with water, right? Yeah, that sounds right. These are really cool, though. They are very similar. Very similar to the graphite ones. Oh, whoops. I am interested to try these on like actual decent paper to see if they give a different effect than the graphite ones, because right now they look pretty much just like the graphite ones, maybe a little less dark, like a little less of a like blackish undertone, but other than that they're looking pretty much the same. And you know, part of that is because they are the same colors. I don't know. Also, the graphite ones are like very matte, and these tend to have more of like a kind of satiny finish on the thicker parts. So we'll see. I'm gonna let this dry and then we'll do the other two. These swatches got way bigger than I intended them to. I was gonna fit all of these on one page. These will definitely be on the same page though. Again, maybe this is not a great idea, but at least you guys will get to see how these perform on subpar paper. And then eventually at some point I will test them on like actually decent paper, because I'm not going to judge these paints based on this paper, you know? Anyway, I'll be back in a second to do those ones. Okay, I don't know if my brain is mush because it's getting late or what, but let's not let that stick. I could just unfold this and keep going because I don't have to fold that back. So we're just gonna keep going. So we're gonna use, oh, why are these not like sitting in there right? That's weird. We're going to swatch set number 3. And these are the color names. So these ones don't come with 6 colors. They come with 5 colors and then like an empty pan, which it says the pan is meant to be like a mixing space. So interesting. My water's getting dirty, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. I don't know that we're gonna get any like beautiful granulation on this paper, like I said, but we'll just see. Just see what happens. I don't know why I'm swatching them out of order. I guess it doesn't really matter if I do or not, but I just didn't think about it. I like these colors, but I'm especially excited for the other sets. I think this is the newest one. Set 3, so that makes sense that it would be the newest one, but I prefer the colors of the first 2 sets, I believe. So let me in, please. All right, so those are what the colors for the second one are supposed to look like, and those are the color names. Oh, I'm starting to see the color like granulate. I want to say separate because that's kind of what it looks like. I like that. Cosmic Blue. That's such a cool name. This is I think this one's my favorite. This blue that kind of like pulls some oranges. I'm super excited about this one. And then the last one is Cosmic Violet. So these have very similar names to the other colors. we're gonna let those dry, but real quick. So these were the graphite colors and these are the Sumi colors, and I'm not gonna lie, they are pretty much exactly the same. Again, these may have like a different effect on better paper. I'm gonna have to compare them on some better paper, but they do look very similar. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but we're gonna let those dry, and I will probably end up showing you guys these tomorrow, or maybe at the end of the video when I do everything, because it's late. So you guys will see this at some point in the video, or maybe I'll show it to you whenever I swatch the next set of them. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so this video has really gone off the rails. It is May 26th, and I'm pretty sure I started this video on April 20th. I have not finished the sketchbook. I will not be finishing the sketchbook in this video. I think I'm going to take the rest of the day and maybe part of tomorrow and do some sketchbook pages following Monkey Mintaka's old live streams. She does like, I think she does them weekly. I don't think she actually ends up doing them weekly though. Weekly-ish. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back and watch some old ones and draw along, and whatever I get done in the next 24 hours or so is just going to be what's in this video, and then I will show you everything I've done. Yeah, I don't know how many pages I've gotten done, but definitely not a ton. So we'll see. We'll see. This is where I started this video. Just some black and white grayscale sketches of some pictures I took in San Diego, and probably about half of this, maybe a little less than half of this, is stuff of San Diego. So just some little sketches of some boats, and this is just me preparing for the collection that I'm going to paint from those pictures. Let me zoom in actually. Oh. Okay. So this is done with gouache and colored pencil, and it looks like watercolor. It's just really watered down. It is like this really cheap dried like pan gouache set from Five Below, but as you can see, I have been using it. I actually really like these. I wouldn't use these for finished work probably. I mean, definitely not, because there's just no way that these are light fast, but for $5, these are pretty decent. They have other dried, they call these watercolors. They don't like advertise these as gouache, but these are definitely gouache. They have other ones, at least one other one, and I've tried the other one. I don't recommend it. It's the one that has like the Van Gogh painting on the cover, like the 12 pan set. Don't get that. Don't get that. Awful. And mine molded on me. So I do recommend these actually. Oops, sorry, I'm shaking you guys. I do recommend these if you're just looking for a really cheap pan gouache set that you can use in your sketchbook super easily without like worrying about using them up or anything. Yeah, this was only $5, so I have been super happy with this so far. So gouache and colored pencil, and same with this one. And I have already done a full-sized painting of this. I think I showed that on, I showed it on Instagram, but I also did a video 2 videos ago about choosing a color palette for a series, and I did that sketch in there. And then here I just did a really simple one. This is just marker on gouache of a boat. And then I think this is, everything besides the black is gouache. Also, sorry if the lighting is not great in this clip. It's really gloomy outside. It's like been storming. And I have all the lights on, but it's really not helping that much, honestly. And I've just been playing with different compositions and stuff. So this one was done with gouache. I don't know where I was going with that. This is done with gouache. And I think the black is marker. I'm pretty sure. So I do like how this turned out. I'm not sure which one I like more. I might like this one more. This is done in gouache. The black on this one is gouache. So I'm not sure if the other one is gouache or marker. Anyway, this is all gouache. I really like how the tree turned out and the sky. I actually am excited to recreate this one in a full-size painting. And some more sketches of boats and buildings and stuff. A couple more. This one is done in acrylic markers. And so is this one. And this one is as well. And then some more just marker sketches, working out just composition and stuff. And did the same here. And then these are just some swatches. I got the Posca Mopper paint thingies. Oh wow, this on camera right now is looking super fluorescent. It is fluorescent. This is a fluorescent pink, but on camera it almost looks, it's like a neon sign. It might be the angle that I have this at, but I don't want to move it because I don't want to shake you guys. But wow, I'm curious to see if it'll still look that neon when I go to edit this. That's so crazy. Anyway, these are Artist Loft. Not Artist, these are Artist Loft. Oh my gosh. These two are Artist Loft acrylics, and these are Liquitex Basics. This page is a disaster, so just ignore, well, I guess you can't ignore it, it's right in front of your face, but I had an idea about a painting. I don't know, I started thinking about sharks for some reason, and I thought it would be cool to do like kind of an abstract painting with like shark silhouettes kind of overlapping, and neither one of these turned out anywhere near what I had in my head. I think honestly they're just too small, and what I had in mind, I think it needs to be, I don't know, it just didn't work. It didn't work. So don't look at that. Some more paint swatches. These are Gansai Tambi. Are all of these? No, this is acrylic right here. I'm not sure what these must be. No, yeah, these are Gansai Tambi. All of these are, except for this right here. I don't remember what this one is called, what this set is called. But these are the graphite ones. And then these are the Sumi colors. And the colors on these, I did mention, are the graphite colors and the Sumi colors are basically identical, but the effect is different. So these have more of like an inky kind of painterly effect, slightly granulating. These are just really solid and smooth. So there's that. These are the two of the granulating sets. This is set 3 and set 2. And then I did some trees. These are just with marker. I did these for the how to paint from a boring reference video that I did. And these, let's see. This is in acrylic marker and this one is gouache. And then both of these are in acrylic marker. And I'm really happy with how this one turned out, actually. And I'm kind of sad about this one. I like both of the trees individually, but overlapping, it just kind of creates a mess. And I really liked the way the one underneath turned out. And so I'm sad that it's just like not visible anymore. Also, I'm sorry they're mowing outside. But if I stop this video for that, we're literally never going to end up getting this filmed because their mowing schedule has been super erratic. And so they literally take the entire day to mow. I don't understand why. It's so confusing. And then they'll mow just like on random other days. So I can't predict it. Anyway, these are done with gouache and colored pencil. And I was just trying out different compositions for this same image. And I think I like this one best, but I also do really like this one. So I don't know. I think composition wise, this one works a little better, but I really like the like kind of big fence in the foreground. I don't know. This is the third Gansai Tambi set that I have, like of the colorful ones. This is set number 1, I think. And then we get into the most recent stuff, and some of a couple of these are really weird. I started doing some of the, like I went back and watched old live streams from Monkey Mintaka, and I'll try to remember to link her in the description. But she does art videos on YouTube, and she does live streams, I think, weekly. And I just went back and sketched from the images she had up on the screen. So we have a chimpanzee here, and he's a little scary looking, but honestly, I kind of like him. I'm not mad about him. Her I am mad about. I don't know what the heck this is. It's a cat. It's a cat. I know what it is, but it's just, why does it look like that? First of all, I was sticking to the color palette that I already had out, which is the color palette that I'm using for my San Diego collection. And I decided I wanted to use some non-traditional colors for this. It was a black cat. And it turned out horrible. This looks hideous. I hate it. I hate it. Oh my gosh. I love how this one turned out though. I really like this one. And then both of these were also from a live stream. These weren't all from the same live stream. I think these 4 maybe were. Or maybe just these 3. I'm not sure. I watched a few different ones. And let's see. This is just a bunch, like a mix of a bunch of different mediums. Oh my god, my brain. Please work. So we've got acrylic marker, color pencil, gel stick, and oil pastel. All of that is on here besides colored pencil. All of that is on here besides oil pastel. This is all acrylic marker, and then the sky was done with gel stick. And I also like how this one turned out, which was done in acrylic marker and colored pencil. This one was not from a live stream. This was done from one of my sketches that I did last year at some point. And it's acrylic marker and oil pastel. And then I did a couple more from those same sketches. And I'm happy with how this one turned out. I'm not super thrilled about the colors. Some of them I like. I wish I had a little bit more variance in the greens, but this is just what I had on my desk at the time. So this is acrylic marker and colored pencil, and then some gel stick. And then this one was the same as the one I just showed you before, the last one, except this was done in oil pastel. And then we go back to the Monkey Mintaka live streams, and I did some trees and some flowers. Gel sticks, color pencils, and acrylic marker. Same thing here. This is acrylic marker and color pencil, and same on this one. And then we did some more trees. I actually really like how this tree turned out. Could be better, but looking through the viewfinder, I really like it. And I really liked this kind of technique of doing the trunk of the tree and the main branches kind of larger with paint marker, and then using colored pencil to do like the smaller branches and stuff like I did here. I really like how that looks. And then I am super happy about how this tree turned out. Like, I think it looks really cool. I don't remember what kind of tree this is. A fir tree, maybe? I don't know. But it looks cool. And then just a bunch of different versions of... She had this like really tall, like triangular kind of tree, and I just did a bunch of like versions of it, super simplified. And that is everything that I did. I still... Let's see how many pages I still have left. I have 13 pages left, so that's 26 sides. So yeah, I didn't get anywhere near finishing this sketchbook in a month. Let's see, how many pages did I do in the last month? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14, 15. 23, so 46, 47 pages. That's actually not bad. I did 47. I mean, there are a couple pages in here that have swatches on them, maybe 4 or 5 pages. But 47 sketchbook pages done in a month. That's more than a page a day. So I'm not mad about that. I do still have 26 pages left, so who knows when this will get done, but hopefully within the next month I should be able to do that, right? So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you made it this far, because that really helps YouTube like understand that people should be watching this video. Not should be, but like people are watching it and they liked watching it, and that other people might like watching it, and that you should tell YouTube that other people might like watching it. There's actually probably nobody still watching this, so maybe I should tell people to do that in the beginning of the video when I know they're still here. Anyway, if you are still here, oh my god, I literally can't even talk. If you are still here, thank you so much, and I will see you next week. Bye.